Troma's War. This is definitely flavored with Troma energy. A group of assorted Americans survive a plane crash in a Caribbean island and discover it is infested with crawling snakes and other venomous beasts. Even worse, terrorists are preparing a full-out war on America with biological weapons. Directed by Michael Herz and Lloyd Kaufman. Written by Lloyd Kaufman, Mitchell Dana, Eric Hatler, Tom Martinek, and Rick Washburn. Jason, do you have details on this?
I do. Tagline: There's nothing like a good war to make heroes of us all. Distributed by Troma, and this actually has a Blu-ray release through Troma in 2015.
There you go. Go out and get it. It's also on YouTube for free if you want to check it out. It's on Shudder.
I think I watched it. Yeah, that's where I watched it. Shudder. Yeah. Okay.
I watched it about halfway through on YouTube and then realized it was on there and finished it up on there. Just like every Troma movie, you have to accept that you are watching schlock, and if you can dive into it, most of the time you can have a good time. They even start shit off kind of wonky with this one because there's a plane crash where part of it is shot during the day, and then there's people that are on fire that's shot during the night. You just got to kind of let it go. It's a Troma movie. I did notice that Pericles Loons was credited for the special effects on this movie. Anybody who is a Troma fan should know this dude, I feel, because he was involved with it. He was involved with everything from Toxic Avenger 2 and 3, Sergeant Kabuki Man. He did 11 episodes of Monsters, the TV series.
The classic.
Okay.
But my personally, I think his most triumphant work was doing not only doing the special effects, but directing and starring in Redneck Zombies. He plays
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, me too.
Every other episode, we're talking about Redneck Zombies.
Well, it's
right.
It's part of who
the
I
only
am.
movie Frank's ever watched.
No, it's the only one that I really love. It's the only one that's in my heart.
It's the only movie he never had to Wikipedia. He watched this one all the way
almost
through.
fucking Wikipedia the movie we watched on this.
It took him 4 times, but he got through it.
But anyways, he plays Ellie Mae on Redneck Zombies, which he's like the main character in that movie. But nowadays, the dude's a baker. He has a fancy bakery called Ingrano in Maryland. I tried to message him. I wanted to interview him.
He made the right.
That would've been cool.
He went down the right path.
Yeah. This movie was the catalyst for Troma, like basically backing away from Hollywood. Like the MPAA fucked this movie all to shit for him, like cut everything out, including like the Siamese twin monster thing and people on fire, everything. So they're like, fuck this shit. We're going to just start putting our own shit out on VHS, the Troma way. I think one of my favorite characters are the punk rock band. I love how shitty the dude is. It's just absolutely hilarious that they were traveling by plane to go play 3 nights at a Holiday Inn. I don't know. There's so much Troma flavor on this shit. You even see like a lot of people that you've seen in other Troma movies. There's this fat dude with glasses. I can't remember his real name, but the director, Michael Herz, that's always attached. He's always on the title card with Lloyd Kaufman. They have that dude play him. Like there was for years I thought that dude was Michael Herz because they would have him play him as a character because the dude never wanted to be on camera for any reason. So fucked up. Oh god, I got a lot of notes. The character Parker, fun fact about him, he was one of the strongest actors in the movie. He's like the lead kind of badass guy. He studied acting, so he has the most credentials, but he also opened a business called Weapons Specialist Ltd. They like give productions theatrical weapons, and he's been the weapons coordinator on everything from Year of the Dragon to The Godfather Part 3, Above the Rim, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Donnie Brasco, all kinds of fucking movies. Like, it's just weird that this dude is, I don't know, whatever. There's nothing better than an over the top Troma villain, and there are a lot of them in this. Whether it's the 2-headed dude or the pig nosed guy. I don't know. I like all the villains. Why do you suppose the one guy, the British guy, or was he Australian? I don't know. Why do you think he was carrying? Why do you think he was carrying that blow dart gun around with cyanide laced darts? What do you suppose?
He's probably like a James Bond type person.
That's what I thought they
Just
were
in
going
case,
for.
baby.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud. There's a point where they get some weapons, and that the main guy, that guy I was discussing, the weapons expert or whatever, he says it's not a gun, it's a submachine gun. And I think that if somebody said that to me, I would have to stop myself from just straight up punching that man in the breadbasket, because that is some bullshit, dude. But I thought there was some good effects work on this. The mutated twins look like they could have come out of a Basket Case movie or Society, maybe. One small detail that I noticed in this is that Parker is wearing a necklace of ears. Did you guys see that? Like,
Yeah.
I never noticed it before, and they even show him cutting them off. Everybody was just cool with this. All these just regular citizens are cool with this.
It was war, man.
But yeah,
it was Troma's. I mean, they did that. They did that in Dolph Lundgren did that in Universal Soldier. He did that kind of shit. Then in the Dead Presidents, they did the ears. It was kind of a thing.
But most of these people are just.
Shit.
But those are
in like Nam.
Like you're somewhere.
There's like badasses in the population of other badasses. This is like a weirdo in amidst a bunch of citizens. There's a mom. There's an old lady. I mean, there's
old lady was badass.
Yeah,
I
did like her kick when she was doing like karate shit, and the montage, the training montage, that was fun. And I'll tell you what, there's some good comedy in this too. I thought whenever the girl gets bit in the thigh by the boa constrictor, and the guy and the guy sucks the poison out of her. I mean, I just like that. I think there's a lot of charm to this for me. Bad acting, really bad accents. It's cheesy 80s Troma shit. It's what you come to Tromaville for, I feel. And it's a varied assortment of people. Like, there's a blind lady, there's fat guys, there's punks, there's a baby. I mean, there's all kinds of shit. But the end of the movie is just nuts. And I think that Parker's death was fantastic. They drew the whole thing out. It was cheesy. I mean, this is one of my favorite Troma movies, so I got to give it a 10. I know you guys are going to feel differently about it, but that's where I sit.
All right, Jason, go for it.
Oh,
drop the bomb.
I'm gonna kind of do it in reverse, I guess, because I'm sitting here looking at this and I have a 3 written down, but I'm trying to figure out why I even gave it a 3.
Fun?
Like, there's nothing I enjoyed about this movie.
Oh, really?
And I've seen it before. Like, I didn't realize it until I saw that band. But when they showed that dude, I was like, "Yeah, I've seen this." So then I started remembering stuff. I can see why I've completely forgotten about this movie. But this just ain't my thing. Like, Troma is a really big reach for me. Like, I like a few Troma movies, maybe not even a few, maybe just a couple. So this ain't my thing to begin with. So it may be cool for Troma fans, like you've already said. But the storyline is just awful. It sucks to me.
It's Lost. It's the TV show Lost.
I think it's what inspired the show.
It couldn't keep my attention at all. Like, I was struggling to pay attention to this movie. And it's too long. This should have been an hour 20 movie at tops, an hour 20 minutes. And the humor, it didn't land with me. I don't know. I didn't find anything funny. I kept waiting for monsters to like come out of the woods, or like I kept wanting something to come out. Like, they give us a little, a couple of monsters, but like get them out in the daylight, like bring them out of the woods, like showcase that. I don't know. And it's not really horror. Like, it's just a silly movie with some kills. So it just wasn't my thing at all. And I wrote down a 3, so I'm going to stick with the 3, but
I think he's thinking it's a 2.
I mean, 2, hard 3.
It's better than the Oregonian. So there, it has that.
Is that still the bottom of the barrel? I thought we went below that.
I don't know.
Some of those Easter movies were fucking terrible.
That one scarred me.
Yeah. Who's up next,
all
John?
Right. I'll take it. This is Jason's right. I have the same sentiment about Troma. It's an acquired taste, but I genuinely enjoy some Troma stuff. Like, I think Mother's Day is their best film.
Great. Yep,
it plays out as a great serious slasher. The original class of Nuke 'Em High and Surf Nazis Must Die. That was surprisingly cool.
Never seen.
I always dug. Oh, it's neat. I always dug the artwork. Yeah, anyways,
the artwork is the best thing about Surf Nazis. I've tried to get into that one. I that's one of the only ones I don't like for whatever reason. I don't like that one, and I don't like Kabuki Man. Those are the two I can't do.
I don't give a shit about Kabuki Man.
They love to shove him.
I never wanted to.
They even put him in one of the Toxic Avenger movies. I mean, if I can just love to shove him in there.
The evil version was pretty cool.
I don't know, man. It's like dad jokes and like.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good. I love how all the bad guys were just basically red shirts and stormtroopers because they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, and like it was super funny. Like this was one of those ones I dug it, but not to the same level as Frank.
Yeah, not many.
This is my first time seeing it. It was enjoyable. I really liked the special effects. Lots of good bullet hits and things like that. Like copious amounts of bullet hits. It was crazy.
Yeah, the kill count's like 650 something. I mean,
yeah, it's crazy. But I like the conjoined twins. I did like that. That was funny. I like what I put in here. Lydia, come on. Gets a boost, then a flip. Old lady kicking ass.
Yeah. Which that old lady played Melvin's mom in the second and the third Toxic Avenger movies. So she's been around. Like a lot of the people have been. I mean, they use the same people. So
yeah. The humor was cool. A lot of Troma's humor, or what they think is humor, gets on my fucking nerves. And this was one of those things where it's like, all right, this is just below a parody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a parody, but I mean, like, as far as like, I don't like the scary movies.
Like the comedy that I like that they did in this, the blind girl falling in love with that.
Oh, hilarious!
And that character in general, that fat dude, when he runs, when he's like, "It's time for you," he's like, he does his whole ramp up, and he goes and jumps in the truck and like saves the day. I fucking love that shit. It's great.
That was, what was his name? Cooney, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I liked his dance at the end. That was funny as hell. Like this was a comedy with tons and tons and tons of action. So I really had fun with this one. I gave it a 6.
Nice.
I gave it a 6. It was I don't need to watch it again, but
you will.
No. Not if I don't have to.
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have bailed. You bailed on Poultrygeist. You could have jumped the boat.
Poultrygeist was awesome.
I wasn't a complete bail.
I'm telling you, man, you bailed at the wrong time. You should have watched the last half of it.
It didn't get better.
Yes, it did. You stopped right before the crazy massacre at the end and all the tits and
the effects are really good at
the crazy.
I saw it all. I saw it.
You saw all the musical part. They stopped fucking singing after that.
And it was a time crunch thing. It wasn't just like I shut it off and refused. I ran out of time. I didn't have Couldn't finish it.
Sure.
Darn.
You'll finish it someday.
Yeah.
Rob, what did you think about this?
I give the movie a solid A. It's everything that I like. It's serious, goofy fun. Lots of explosions, blood, gore. Decent special effects for its budget, like when the car runs over that dude's legs, and surprising amount of explosions. And then when that dude does the sacrifice at the end, the one thing I noticed is before the truck launches into the air, and before the truck hits the boat or anything, the boat explodes first, and then the truck. And I was like, "Whoops!" Well, it's a Troma film, so it's instantly forgivable.
Yeah, you can't reshoot that.
Nope.
You
had
one
shot at that.
You had one thing.
You can't even put it in reverse because of the explosion. So it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There were some problems. I mean, of course, there's problems. It's Troma. I don't know. I always like stuff that's on an island too. So it definitely felt like a version of Lost that I could watch. Yeah. Because I can't watch that show. I've tried.
It was funny. It definitely had its moments.